joining us. My name is Rhonda Perez. I'm the interim city manager here for the city of Palmdale. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful morning at Courson. I'm loving this breeze, right? It's been rough. But it's a gorgeous morning here in the Antelope Valley. Today we want to take a moment and celebrate and showcase several downtown projects that we've planned to revitalize this area and provide a more pedestrian-friendly and safe environment. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to thank the mayor and also the council for providing this vision and setting this forth for the community to enjoy. As we kick it off today, it's going to be a series of different events and different development timelines and projects that will completely revitalize this area. I also want to thank city staff in advance for all the work that's going to go into these projects in the next couple of years, and all of the coordination that is going to take amongst the city team. With that, I'd like to introduce Mayor Hofbauer to come up and kick us off.
Thanks, Rhonda. You know, I'm beyond excited to be here this morning celebrating all that lies ahead with this park and the surrounding streets and areas here downtown. If you take a look at our capital improvement plan and you look at the work that our folks are working on, this stuff just didn't happen overnight. It's been years and years and years in the making. Today we're going to celebrate 4 projects that are going to improve the safety and walkability of this area. And it's going to be a complete renovation of this Melville J. Courson Park. I think this was built during the county days when this was still unincorporated county here. Yep, it was. So we inherited a lot of things from the county, and we're fixing it. So I just want to make sure I recognize everybody that's here today. We have Mayor Pro Tem District 2 Representative Mr. Loa. We have District 1 Council Member Austin Bishop. District 3 Council Member Laura Betancourt's at work today. District 4 Council Member Mr. Carrillo. We have Assistant City Manager Mike Miller over here. Our Acting Public Works Director Lynn Glidden. Your hands are going to get numb. Parks and Recs Director Carrie Smith. Nothing happens in the park without Carrie. And our able-bodied assistant director, Eric Dombrowski. So if you look around here at the crowd, we've got the project. Who are all the project managers on these projects here? And it obviously, Lynn's running the ship over there. But you guys on these projects and on these parks, it doesn't happen without the diligence of these project managers and riding herd and keeping a short leash on the contractors. And having been on both sides of the construction industry, that project manager is key to this stuff's success, and as well as our grant writers and folks like Jordan that are over there working on these projects to make sure that the money that we identify and have suspicions about and projects we'd like to see happen, they're working through the process. So you guys deserve a big round of applause, every single one of you. I probably missed a few, but we got a lot of great work that's already coming to our Civic Center. If you walk from City Hall and you come through Ponce de Leon Square, this is nothing like when I started in the city 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I probably would have had an armed guard with me walking over this way. And with the renovations, the Legacy Commons, the park over there, what's the name of the little park? Legacy Commons. Legacy Park. Okay, well that was hard. With the projects over here at the Courson Arts Colony, it's amazing when you look at the transformation that's gone on in the last few years. But it took a long time to identify the funds and to make that stuff happen. So you're going to see the construction already beginning on Q12 over here. This project's going to provide street and parkway improvements across Q12. Right over here, you can see stuff happening over at this end. It's going to be on 10th East to 12th East, on the west side of 12th East, on the east side of 11th Street from Q12 to Avenue R. They're going to eliminate sidewalk gaps along these streets, provide safe pedestrian path for everybody. It's going to provide the necessary ADA requirements in there, and it's going to give a great path of travel for all the family developments and the homes that are coming to Tumbleweed Elementary and Courson Park. These kids are going to be able to walk, and they'll be on good sidewalks and good, safe sidewalks. The total cost of this project is $1.6 million. 1.4 from community development block grant funds and the remaining funds from Prop C. So again, it's a great job getting these grants. I look forward to seeing these routes and the improved public safety. And I am really proud to have been able to have been here and to be able to see this kicking off while I'm still on your city council. So anyways, I'd like to now introduce Mr. Bishop, and he'll tell us about the next major project. Mr. Bishop.
Thanks, Mayor. And thank you for all your years of service and seeing that this area get the TLC that it needs. All right. Now I'll stay on script. Well, thank you for everyone for being here, especially our staff. As you guys know, you have a council that's very passionate, that advocates for the quality of life and parks specifically. And you guys are all here today because of that, and you've done a great job in making that happen. So did you know that Courson Park is one of the oldest parks in Palmdale? Well, we're happy to say that we are looking forward to its revitalization. This $4.15 million project will entail a complete renovation of Courson Park, essentially stripping the existing 5-acre park of its aging amenities and reconstructing it with entirely new recreation features while protecting the existing trees, upgrading the irrigation system, and incorporating drought-tolerant landscaping. We are proud to say that these features were selected and designed by the surrounding community through an extensive community-based planning process. As part of the community outreach, city staff conducted 4 community meetings where residents were able to engage in the design process, including identifying their preferred recreation features for the renovated park. So the new recreation features include a raised bandstand stage, a challenge course and fitness zone with equipment like you've seen at our other park we did a couple years ago, 4 stationary exercise stations along pathways, concrete and decomposed granite walkways throughout the park, a group picnic shade pavilion, and other park furnishings that are in the works. Now let me introduce Councilmember Juan Carrillo, and he's going to tell you more about park amenities that we have coming right here.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you, Juan.
Thank you, Austin. Morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. Yes, this is an amazing day in Palmdale. As you know, we really want to make sure that we improve the quality of life of our residents, and to me, that is done through exceptional recreational facilities like this. With this revitalization project, we will also see public art incorporated throughout the park, such as a mural on the north back wall of the park and new opportunities within the plaza. We really look forward to families coming out to see the new play equipment, as Austin mentioned. And we also celebrate a new prefabricated restaurant building. We're also planning an upgrade irrigation system and drought-tolerant landscaping throughout the park, all while protecting the existing tree footprints. And increased security lighting. That's something that we also want to make sure that families come to a secure environment where they can experience facilities like this with their families. The total project cost, as mentioned, is $4.5 million, all which was funded through the State of California Office of Grants and Local Service Community, Prop 68 statewide parks, development and community revitalization programs. And yes, congratulations to our staff who worked to win the city that grant. Took a lot of work, I realized that, and I thank you for putting that much work into it. We all look forward to seeing the new revitalized Melville J. Courson Park when this project is completed. And I would like to introduce Mayor Pro Tem and District 2 Councilmember Richard Law.
Good morning, everyone, again. One of the most important things for a city council to take care of a city government staff, and you do a great job, is to provide security for our residents, whether it be police, fire, emergency response, whatever it is. That's the most pressing issue that we have as a responsibility. But closely tied to that is the safety in streets. And I think that the residents see when their streets are being maintained and upgraded, such as what we're doing on this project, or these various projects, it's related in the subconscious as this is something that the city is doing to take care of me as a resident. And so that's just that's just one of the things that we're doing here now. But of course, it's great to hear about Melville J. Courson Park project. We've said it before, a park makes lives better. But walking to and from the park to the surrounding neighborhood homes and even crossing the street between our facilities during events is important and critical, actually. Recently, there was an art show, Generations Art Show at the Playhouse, and it was also, it also involved the senior center across the street. And so folks were going from the Playhouse and having to skirt traffic going across to the senior center in order to view the entire exhibition. So it immediately came to mind that we need to do something there for people that are crossing that area. And I hope we can put that as one of our projects. And I'm looking at Ms. Perez here. All right. So I'm excited to talk about the Civic Center Complete Streets project. This project provides for the complete street improvements along 9th Street East and 10th Street East from Avenue Q9 to Avenue Q12. Those proposed improvements include a complete streets element which involves crosswalk enhancements. That's going to help. Bulb-out crossings, new Class 2 bike lanes, traffic calming roundabouts. Anything that calms traffic is very welcome, right? Sidewalk gap closures, ADA compliant curb ramps, and upgraded traffic control devices in downtown Palmdale within the area bound by 9th Street East to the west, Avenue Q9 to the north, 10th Street East to the east, and Avenue Q12 to the south. The total cost of the project will be $7.6 million, with $1.4 million in Caltrans active transportation state grant funds and funding from gas tax, Measure R, and Measure M. I look forward to our campus being fully walkable from City Hall all the way to Courson Park, and what that means for future events, the neighborhood, and the community as a whole. So next up is our councilwoman, Ms. Betancourt. Mayor, are you going to?
Yeah. So
Thank
if you
you.
look here, Richard talked about bulb outs. These are bulb outs here. See that, how it sticks out? And if you look here in the traffic lane, you see that, and it makes a shorter distance for them. So people have said, what's a bulb out? So, but anyways, you know, it's great to see these projects finally coming along and completing the vision we've had for our Civic Center to be a safe, beautiful, inviting, and walkable space for the community. We're celebrating the Avenue R Complete Streets project, which is about to begin construction. This $20 million project will provide for street improvements along Avenue R between Sierra Highway all the way to 25th Street East. Some said, what about the other side? That's another project, another grant for another day. The proposal, you can only get so much. And if you go overboard, then you start competing with LA and Oakland, and it's almost impossible. So we keep it reasonable, and our staff writers and our public works staff has been really good at right-sizing these projects so that they qualify very high in those categories. You know, these improvements over here, speaking about right-sizing these projects, so it's going to widen Avenue R from its current 4-lane configuration to 5. So you got 2 lanes in each direction and a center 2-way left turn lane. It's going to close these sidewalk gaps again. You got the Class 2 bike lanes in each direction. It's going to have enhanced crosswalks, the ADA compliant curb ramps, bus turnout so that you not getting stuck behind the buses. You're going to have modifications of the signal at the intersection of R4 and 11th East to accommodate the roadway improvements. From the total cost of this project, $20 million, 7.65 comes from the Caltrans Active Transportation Grant. So when you say, what are we doing, how, you know, what's with the bikeways and what's with the pedestrian stuff? Why don't we just make the street bigger? That's how you get the money. So, and again, the staff has been very good at that. $5 million of that's coming from the Surface Transportation Local Program Funds. The remaining funding comes from the gas tax, Measure M, and Article 8. Now, again, thanks to the staff for securing these grants wherever they're available to keep Palmdale moving into the future. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. And Rhonda, did you want to wrap this up? Turn it back over to our city manager here. Thank you.
I was watching and listening and just taking it all in, and what comes to me is synergy. So, right, we've got 4 projects coming together in the next couple of years here. I watched a bus go by in the background that said, "Say it, don't spray it." I see our public works crews in the parking lot working on things, Legacy Commons, Parks and Rec, the Playhouse. What a great place to invest our dollars and create this downtown again that's going to be such an attraction for our community and for everyone in it, and a safe place. So thank you for being here today. I look so much forward to the future, and watch us work. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you.